Yo, what up, how you doing, guys? My name is Sanj, and today we've got a spotlight / showcase on a brand that I've been talking to you guys about for quite a while now, Haider Ackermann. Starting off with the background information, Haider Ackermann is a Colombian designer who's moved to a lot of places throughout his life. He currently shows in Paris. He's relatively new to the menswear scene and yet has already managed to gather quite a following, especially with big sort of influencers, if you wish to call them. You have notably Mr. Kanye West himself, who happens to wear a lot of Haider Ackermann. Jerry Lorenzo, the creator and designer of Fear of God, he also wears a lot of Haider Ackermann, and then you've got like basketball players and all that jazz. He showcased his first menswear collection in Pity in 2010 and then decided to take a hiatus to focus on his women's wear before coming back to menswear with the Spring/Summer 2014 collection, and by the look of it he's now going to stick around. He's sort of creating his own aesthetic now. Some may say that he's taking his inspiration from his women's wear and putting that onto his menswear, but that's cool because his women's wear is just as sick, if not better. I just wish to say that this video was not sponsored, although I wish it was, and so the meaning doubles when I say that these clothes are definitely some pieces that you need to be checking out. I'd also like to give a shout out to my boy Yev for lending me 2 pieces for the sake of this video. I'm also introducing to this channel a new way that I'm going to be using in my videos to show you guys some of these pieces, especially when it's pickup. And as you can see, there's quite a bit to cover, so what I'm going to do is actually give you guys some chapter markers where you'll see some boxes with each category of the pieces that I'm going to be talking about. You can just click on them, and what they will do is take you to the specific timeline in the video, so you don't have to sit through the whole video. And plus, say you kind of want to do something in between, you can always watch it to a certain point or to a certain section, go do your shit, come back and finish watching it. Got this overcoat which is super long. It's got this sort of herringbone material to it, really thick, so perfect for the upcoming fall winter. 2 buttons, but they're both concealed. Now me personally, on my overcoats, I like my buttons to show through. That's just a minor detail though. Not a huge fan of the fact that they're concealed, but I mostly leave this one open anyway because it's quite long and it's got that sort of oversized feel to it. It just flows beautifully when it's more open. So it's got this really sick detail in my opinion. So if you undo the button, you can just fold it a bit more and then pull up your sleeves. As I said earlier, with Haider Ackermann, the aesthetic is kind of flowy, and so you really can play with proportions. It's got a really tall slit in the back as well, again with the movement. It just basically, it's just such a sick piece that you will find out in the clip that's going to follow this as to how it fits on body, that it is super long. So you can either make it a statement by wearing low cut sneakers or shoes, or just wear boots and then you'll be fine. It fits sick. It's made in Italy. Oh, it's a size medium as well, so I know that, as I just mentioned, it's very long, but it's a size medium. It fits snug in the shoulders. This piece particularly, I'd wear it just over a t-shirt or a shirt. I wouldn't actually wear like a suit and then have this as an overcoat. As you can see, it's not exactly a formal overcoat, so I would definitely wear this on my like days off to chill. And yeah, so you can just get that cool look while roaming the streets of London. Up next, we've got the piece that I'm most jealous about, my boy Yev. So this is, as I said, one of his pieces. It's a sick bomber jacket, once again in a size medium. A lot of the MA1 inspired bomber jackets, obviously they flow beautifully, they're really nice, but they're really cut short and they're quite rigid in shape, really military inspired. With this one, however, it just flows. There's obviously quite a bit of fabric. It does sit quite baggy, but at the same time, if you just pull up the sleeves or if you just play with your proportions in your whole outfit, I know this sounds really fashiony. You've got the double zip action, which a lot of you streetwear heads will love. So you'll be able to do the whole inverted layering. And the best thing about this jacket is, boom, it's reversible. So you can have that all blue, and then you can also have it in a stripe. So it's a navy, really dark navy with some grey / silver lines just running down. You've got 1 pocket when it's on this side, and then you've got 2 pockets when it's on the other side. Again, there'll be a picture of Jerry Lorenzo somewhere in this video, probably on that corner, wearing the blue side, so you can see how he kind of rocks it. Sick piece, man. Like literally, as I just said, it just flows amazing. There's quite a bit of fabric, it's quite thick, so this is their full winter one. So if you like a pirate aesthetic in the sense that where your clothes just flow, there's a lot of accentuation with like the waist and whatnot, Haider Ackermann is your go-to brand if you like things that flow and just fits sick on your body. So another relatively easy pieces, you've got the collar band, you've got the elasticated waistband, and the cuff that all feature the same print. And then you've got this tab, the one that usually sits on the inside. So when it's flipped out, this will actually cover the zip, so it'll be like a concealed zip. And then when it's on the blue, it will be sitting inside. So boom, second piece, here's how it fits. Moving on to my pièce de résistance, and my final piece in the outerwear section is this bad boy jacket that I just managed to get during the sale. It is from this season. This was the spring summer 2015 collection. You might have seen this bomber jacket on Mr. Kanye West himself. He performed, I think it was during a Chicago Bulls game, but it's this sick red bomber jacket, well, red or whatever colour you want to call it, bomber jacket. It's got this really lightweight material, linen and silk to it. Really sick, interesting details to it. So on the sleeves you've got floral patterns. By the way, the sleeves are regular cut. Once again featuring the whole sort of oversized, baggy-esque, really flowy look. The sleeves got a floral pattern. You've got a really small little cuff at the bottom. At the back and at the front you've got the herringbone pattern going through in this sort of, I don't know, because the red is kind of a metallic colour. This just sits quite dull on it, and I love that. So it's a grey, maybe black, I don't know what colour you'd use to describe it, but basically, man, this piece will definitely get a lot of wear out of it. So quick details, you've got two side pockets, one pocket here with a zip, one zip down the middle. Unfortunately, this one does have a 2-zip action, and on top of that you can't reverse it, but that's absolutely cool. This one did retail for a disgusting amount, however I managed to get it for a really good price. Here's how it fits. Moving on to the only tailoring piece that I have from the Haider Ackermann so far, and that's because it took me quite a while to get used to the way he does his blazer, is a brown blazer jacket, whatever you wish to call it. It is single breasted, however you will get a feel of it being a double breasted, because I guess maybe it is double breasted. Well, there's only one button, so the button is slightly off center, super slimming, hugs the body, and the sleeves are just perfect. I'm just going to say this once just because I can see myself repeating this for the next pieces, but with Haider Ackermann, a lot of his clothing give off sort of well put together but I don't care vibe, if you see what I mean. So it's almost as if someone just threw them on himself and just looks sick. Maybe I might be biased, but yeah, this is the vibe that I get from Haider Ackermann, and this is kind of the way that I'd like to think I dress, in the sense that it's just clothes that I haven't put too much thought together, which is true in a certain aspect. I literally just grab what's on my shelf, think as to what would look good together. But for the most case, it's literally just grabbing and throwing it on and then leaving the house. I will need to get it tailored, so I will need to get the sleeves shortened. But as you can see in the on-body section, the sleeves, they've got no buttons, it's just an open cuff. So again, the whole like pirate vibe. It's got a single vent in the back, and then you've got these two construction lines, the sides. Obviously I don't want to talk about the seams and all that. Oh, and the jacket features a shawl collar, which I know is sort of reserved for tucks. However, as you can see with this piece, it can be worn quite casually but also very smart, so I'd like to wear it in smarter occasions. You'd be able to pull off this colour with either black, navy or grey. Brown sits well with those three colours, especially black and navy in my opinion. Is how it fits. Up next, we've got a piece that I've already covered in the summer sale pickup video, but I'm going to quickly go for it again, so it just goes with the theme of Haider Ackermann. It is a Haider Ackermann piece after all, so this was a size small. Features some rayon detailing, rayon, I don't know how you pronounce it, detailing on the sleeves, and in the back panel here. It's got raglan sleeves, and the bottom, the front and the back is just the sweatshirt material, elasticated waistband, and cuffs as well. Fits amazing. Once again, because it was in the spring summer, it is a super lightweight piece. So although you'd think that it's quite thick, I know when I wore it during the summer, a lot of my friends were like, aren't you boiling? But it is super lightweight, it breathes easily, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to show you guys how it fits once again. Let's go with the theme. piece we have is this amazing shirt. It's a really oversized shirt. This was a size medium. You might have seen me wear it previously in videos. Now this is probably one of my favourite shirts, and the reason why is because you can actually wear the shirt in multiple different ways. Basically, because it's so oversized, you can actually wear it as a kimono, in the sense that one side completely overlaps the second side. It can be worn as your standard button down. It's 100% cotton, but it is quite thick. You've got black stripes running all down. You've got a pocket here where I decided to put a pocket square. Obviously you can put whatever you wish. It's got a black band on top, which is a sick little detailing in my opinion. And then if you turn it around, the stripes carry on. However, in this piece the lines are running horizontally, and you can find the lines running horizontally in the cuffs. The collar on this piece is actually really small. Personally, I wish it was slightly bigger. Yeah, fairly simplistic piece. There's nothing much else to say. Here's how it fits. And now we've got hands down my favourite Haider Ackermann pieces in my collection, the ones that I can pretty much wear at least 2, maybe 3 times per week, and that's his t-shirts. They are just sick. I've got them in a variety of colours, so I'm not gonna talk about each individual one because they're pretty much the same. I wore it so often, it was my go-to piece, and it still is to this day. Here's how it fits.